morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everybody's well. Good morning, brother. uh, let's see. I didn't go on yesterday because I was trying to get some shit done. But hey, Justin, hope you're well. um, they're coming. Let me see if I can bring this up a little better. They're coming to deliver. We talked to the people that were. Hold on one second. The people to um, do the that is going to supply. They're bringing it today. The roofing panels, basically, I guess is what I'll call them. They're they say to run a smaller third one. There's one at the very above the steel. He's got all that done. So my wife ordered some just little 1x1 instead of like 2x1 to go in the middle. And then the panels, I think, are supposed to be here today or not. I think the steel is. So they're going to do that, and then I've got a couple of things that I want to. This person I think knows my father-in-law, and they come over to cut some grass for their cows, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, so hopefully I'm probably not going to go. There's lunch. Not going to go too long. Hey, Tommy. Um, no, because my wife has been busy and she has the paper. I guess what we're going to try to do is go Saturday, and she can't find the paper. But I guess if I go to the post office with my passport and all that, I should be able to get them. So I think we're going to go Saturday, but the and hopefully we'll get them. She was up till what was she up till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock last night. She took me to the living room when I went in this morning, and there's big boxes all taped shut. She dried a whole crap load of banana. She talked to the soldiers over at their base here, and they said they need stuff to easy to eat, like dried bananas or something like that, in little individual. So they were up until 10, 11 o'clock at night doing all that, packaging them up into two big styrofoam boxes, and then she took them over there this morning, and then they'll bring them to the border, and I guess pass them out to the soldiers. So my wife gets a big thumbs up as always. So she's been busy, and then they had Monday off because it was the King's birthday, and then Tuesday, she's been nervous about the ceasefire and all that kind of crap. And I don't know. It seems are there little stuff I'm hearing here and there. I don't think anybody should be on social media and saying, "Oh yeah, I heard they're doing this," or "Yeah, they're doing this." Well, how do you know that? Well, Dilly Bob told Uncle Bob that he heard gunfire. Now that's just bullshit. If you ain't got nothing to say or don't have any hard proof, don't say a effing thing at all. It just doesn't help anything. But from what I understand, uh, could there have been little instances? Maybe. I don't know. But is there still a ceasefire? As far as I know, there is. Hey, Maui, how you doing? Hey, David, how you doing? But hey, Craig. But like I said, I don't think too many people watch my live streams. But if you don't have any solid evidence on what the f's going on, don't say nothing, man. Just say you don't know. Like I don't know. I know that I haven't seen anything up on, on any of the sites anywhere, government sites or anything like that. That ceasefire's gone. I think we'll know immediately. I think a little pistol fire from Bill in the jungle isn't going to warrant it. If there's firing missiles and crap, it'll probably end. But as far as I know, it's still on. But yeah, so she's been nervous about that. Obviously, it seems a little bit more relaxed now, maybe because they are a government-owned company. So maybe that she talk. I don't question her about anything. um, and maybe they told her, no, everything's good. I don't know, but she doesn't seem as nervous as she was a couple of days ago. So it's starting to mellow out a little bit, I'm guessing. But like I said, and this is just, I don't mean it in any bad way, but if you don't know for sure, why say something? It's stupid because some people take it as gospel. Well, I saw it on Facebook. Well, really? Come on. Yeah, you can't be that naive, but some people are. So, if somebody prints on there, well, I saw it on Facebook and they said that they're blah, 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 blah. Well, they could cause shit. And that's all they're trying to do, I think, regardless of the side. They're going to put up anything that is going to screw with people. Just the way it is. Hey, Ralph. Yeah, I think so. Like I said, who knows if it's even a soldier? Could just be a Cambodian or a Thai person in the middle of the frickin' jungle, half looned out, firing their pistol in the air. No one knows. So until I hear any hard evidence and my wife comes and says, I heard from the general of something that it's over and they're going full blast, then I might say something. And I might not even then, let people find out, it's going to be fairly evident, like it was, 2 weeks ago. It was fairly evident that there was missiles being fired. So hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it stays down. All right. Yeah, no, the ones that were staying here in the trailer, they went back yesterday. Yesterday, I believe, and their typical mentality. I thought maybe it was just isolated to Los Angeles, but they went back because their husband didn't answer his phone, and went back because he stayed there because of the dog. They have dogs, so he stayed there, and uh, I guess somebody said that there's people going around looting, and again, this is all hearsay too. So, but do I think that that is possible? Yeah, it's probably possible. But so they want to just stay there, but they feel comfortable enough staying there. I don't know. Maybe Kenny will pop in too because he's over in Sisaket. He's probably half again closer than I am to the border. Maybe he has some insight. But like I said, if I was standing on the border and I'm watching missiles being launched, I would feel confident in getting on here and saying, there's shit going on. As far as I know, there's not. So depends on the boom. uh, but let's see. Yeah, so they went back. They're still staying at the other house, the house in Surin, the one that we're supposed to be selling. There's still, I think, two of them left and went to Bangkok. So there's like 10, 9 or 10 people still there. And we brought a scooter. My father-in-law brought a scooter because the older kids over there wanted to go, look around, go buy some stuff, and do some stuff. So he left his scooter there, and we fired up, or he fired up Nitnoy's old Scoopy, and he's driving that. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hope you're well. But like I said, as far as all I know right now, everything is going as sort of planned. Um, so hopefully it stays that way. My wife is a much calmer person. She doesn't need any more stress in her life, and that's for sure. So the slow boat from China is still slow boating it, and I think the trailer that I ordered from the same place over there, that what is it, not Alibaba, shit, I can't see, AliExpress, and it it seems to be moving along. I think I got that because that box is only like yay big and yay tall and yay thick. It folds up, and I think that'll be it, which would be cool because I've got the solar panel. I've got the ideas on how I want to make the little arm to tilt it, and have all that. Well, I don't have the actual linear deal, but it should be here in a couple of days. So if I get the trailer, I've got plenty to do. I'm just jonesing. I want to get on this. See how, I mean, doing 35 miles an hour on a freaking bicycle has got to be, I don't know. I can't wait to get out and try it. And like I said, I talked to Chuck about it the other day, and um, so because I think I know that the ones I've seen, they've gone, the stuff on YouTube, they've gone between 33 and 35 miles an hour, which is, I guess, like 75 kilometers, something like that. I'm just curious to see how it's going to go. Like I said, I watched them, 6'4", 280-pound guy go up a hill like it was nothing with both the front and rear motors going. So I can't wait to do that. You give up on a new bike. What new bike is in what? As the bobber? No, I haven't given up. Not yet, anyway. Do you watch American on TNN? Durian Farmer Channel? He posts he was on his motorcycle on the farm, went over the handlebars and was impaled by by a mirror, or nearly died. Really? On a e-bike? Is that what you're saying, Craig? Or just a regular? Oh, on his motorcycle. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can die a lot of ways. I could walk out the door and fall down and, break a hip and and not hit my noggin and be done. So I'm totally behind my friend's motors. Yeah, I mean, I've been extremely fast on two wheels, but not on a bicycle. And but like I said, it's got those 4-inch wide tires on it. You can run low pressure. Amazon lost my that $80 bottle of pump stuff that I told you about, that everybody raves about on YouTube. That it was invented by the government. It's got what is that, Kevlar or something in it, and not like slime. You can put the stuff in, and 10 years later, it's still sloshing around in your tire. And the guys were talking about they were getting flats, 4, 5, 6 times a year, and the stuff they put this stuff in, they haven't gotten any flats. And I'll show you the stuff, but they just don't. They don't. Let's see, on Amazon. They don't. They don't sell it here. So let me see. Cancel. Countless. Come on. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Where am I? Oh, orders. There it is. This is the stuff. Here, let me change the. Sorry, guys. But the people that have anything, have a scooter, have um, any motorcycles, bicycles, whatever. This stuff is the shit. Once I show it to you, you can get the. Let me get rid of this. You can get the name um, off of it right now, and like I said, I ordered a gallon of it. So let's see my orders. Okay. Hopefully, you guys can you see this? Let me see. Think you can or can't? Yeah. Let me make it as big as I can. There, it's called. Let me go on. I gotta go on to this. Come on. Where am I at? Go on to Amazon. Click on it. There. Quick Strike Tire Sealant. Small tire bicycle formula. New formula. Seals leaks. Blah blah blah. And it was, well, 50, $60. But it costs like 30 bucks to get it here. But it'll do. I want to do the trailer tires, the e-bike tire. Maybe I'll even put new tires on my Scoopy and try it in there. But if you look it up, Flat Out, is that what it's saying? Flat Out. If you put that into YouTube, and I watched a guy put a 1/4-inch drill into the tire and it sealed the hole. First started out with a little screw, and then he started out with a bigger screw, and then a bigger screw, and then a bigger screw, and then he put a quarter inch, and then a 3/8 was about the end of his deal. He put that in there, and it was trying to, but it's got Kevlar in it, and it's supposed to be invented by the government, the U.S. government, and the hold on, yeah, yeah, but like I said, because I don't know, maybe it would be. Let's see, would it be worth it to? Because if you got just to do one scooter or whatever, it's probably that $20, probably costs 30, $40. But for me, the problem is, I get my fat ass out in the, if I take this thing out somewhere, and because I'm planning on maybe trying a couple of overnight trips. I'm not staying. I'm not going to camp. I'm going to go to a hotel, whatever it is. But I might try a couple of little jaunts on it. Get out there on the side of the road and get a flat tire. I'm screwed, man. If it's 100% humidity, and I'm not I'm not in shape to be changing. Could I do it? I guess if I had to, I would. But so I'm going to do everything. It cost me $89 to get a gallon of it here, and I don't have to worry about a flat tire. I'm in. Fastest one was a 72. We got that one. Let's see. Aaron saying, I remember hauling ass on a 10-speed. Brakes failed, slammed into the glass. Yeah, that sounds like that might have sucked. My nephew's got electric dirt bikes. This thing this thing, man. I'm telling you, a couple of the guys, the foreigners, have jumped on this thing, and they're saying that it's more like a motorcycle than it is a bicycle or a mountain bike or whatever. And like I said, the one they sell this exact same bike with just one motor on it too. But like I said, I got that because it's got a little red button, and if I'm going on something uphill, and I've seen the guys doing it, they're going, oh well, it's going, it's making it, but boom, then just they hit that button, that second motor kicks in, and they're doing 25 miles an hour up a grade that I wouldn't want to go up pedal up. That's for damn sure. So that's what I wanted, and I'm glad because some of the stuff that I would have bought would have been in the 26,000 baht range, and this one was 35,000 baht, and then I had to pay another $180 import tax on it, I guess. But the total was about the same as most of all the other bikes that were out and about that I was looking at. Are you saying you're rolling? Yeah, I might. Yeah, for sure. That would definitely be a 1 day trip for sure. I wish you were here. I'd already, as soon as I got here, that would be my first trip. But yeah, and I got the trailer. Like I said, I'll be doing videos and all this. I will be doing a video helicopter. I will be doing videos on all of it, and then, like I said, on the I guess I'm going to put this up one more time, so in case anybody wants to. But if you go there, it's called. Let me make a change in this. It's called Flat Out, and if you go on there, see it says built with Kevlar, tubed or tubeless tires. Like I said, you go watch a couple of YouTube videos. I don't know. It's I would get with somebody else or even get with me, and somebody wants to put it in their scooter if you're close to me. But I would, if you got 2 or 3 people that want this crap, want it in their tire, buy a gallon of it, and you've got enough for 4, and then split it up $20 a piece, and you're done. And at least put it in your scooter that you use every day. I can tell these. Give you the keys. Thank you, brother. Yeah, or I could. That would be a good little trip. I wish you were there. That would be a good little trip because I could stay right in the little rental places that they have, which would be cool too. That might be an option too. Yeah, maybe I'll go there and get some mangoes or something. Hey Tip, how you doing? Hope you're well. But so I will be doing that. I'll be doing one when the trailer gets here. There'll be a trailer build. There'll be an e-bike unboxing. The trailer's pretty cool. I think I'm going to have to bolt everything together. It's not the best made one. I tried 8 times to get trailers, even out of AliExpress. And the guys, oh, well, why did you the typical shit, you know? Why did you sell me something that you didn't have? You know, why? You know, and they can't, they don't know, you know, especially the ones in China. I get a little bit more boisterous with the people in China than I do with my homeland here in Thailand. But the oh, already harvested, cool. Um, but uh, yeah, so I got this one. It's okay. They clip together with those pins. I don't know the name of the pin. The pins that go through, and then they've got the little loop that grabs the pin on the other side. And I think it's going to make a bunch of noise. But because all it does, like when it comes in the box, I'll do a little. So I'll include the unboxing in the first e-bike video or something. But it the sides, everything folds in. So when you pull this thing out, there's two wheels and this thing in a plastic bag. Take the plastic bag and it goes boom, boom, and it's together. You know, so it's real simple. But I could see, and I some of the people that I've watched videos on, they say that they put bolts in there, and, you know, and whatever. I'll weld the thing together. Hey, would it be nice if it would collapse? Because I would take it with me, but I don't really need it when I go with the trailer, because all I'm going to do with that is you know, place to put a you know, a fishing rod on it and take off down the road and try to do some fishing on the, you know, when I'm camping, whatever. So we'll see. You trust me? That's good to know. Uh, but yeah, so it'll be, I don't know, it'll be cool. And then, like I said, I'll get the, when they get here today, I'll do a little bit more video on the steel. I mean, it's not, I don't know, I can't sit there and go, isn't this exciting? Look at them weld. Look at them screw into the concrete. You know, I don't know. So if they get some panels and they get some steel and they get some panels up, that'll probably be pretty much the end of the, you know, how much can you watch of somebody putting up a, you know, a panel and putting screws in it? I mean, you know, and then when they do the front one, we'll get some because it's going to be a really big ass freaking gate on there so that I can back the trailer in there comfortably. Because, like I said, our road is real narrow. So I'm going to make that gate half the length of the property or more. We'll see when we get lay it out. But they should be, if they get all those panels here, depending on how he's going to do it, probably a couple of days, and he'll have that done. So I'll put it in there. Tommy said, only mirror trouble I had with my Mimo bike was getting the brake line up. Should be easy for you, mechanical to me. Yeah, they even say that on the disc brake, is that, or the brakes. Yeah, they're, and the it's a little bit harder on this one because the front wheel is actually a motor too, so it's got to be put together correctly with the washers that cinch it down and, you know, different way than just a front tire would be. But the and these are hydraulic brakes. Some of the bikes that I was looking at with just a single motor and stuff on it were just manual. They were discs, but they weren't hydraulic. But the yeah, when it comes in there, and you'll see, because I'll do a simple unboxing deal. Here it is. Look at it. Now it's together. That's it. Because there's a couple of good videos out there on them putting them together. But all it is you reach into the box, couple of clip a couple of zip ties, pull the wheel out, pull the seat out, pull a couple of boxes. One being the little stuff they give you. I think they give you mirrors, and I think they give you a phone deal, and they give you There's a light for the front light and the fenders, and then the whole other bike with the handlebars aren't in, but with it all lift out in one piece, put it down, lift the handlebars up, slide it in, and then all is the seat and the front wheel and the fenders and the light. So, but some of them I see it has the rack on it, and some people say, well, it doesn't look as cool with the rack. Well, I don't give a shit about cool. I want a place to put some shit. If I don't have the trailer, I don't have much room, to put anything. So we'll see. But it looks fairly easy. It should be fairly easy. If it's a pain in the ass, I'll make sure I let everybody know. But yeah, but we'll see. But I'm hoping. I keep trying to check on it, but I guess they're not going to update it if they're just on the slow boat on the ocean. They're not going to say we're halfway across, we're 2/3 of the way across, we're almost there. They don't tell you shit. So I'm not going to get an update again until they come into Bangkok. I'm gathering they're going to come into Bangkok, and then once it gets there, then I'll probably get updated quite a bit on it getting somebody grabbing it and taking it and delivering it. We'll see. And then, like I said, when I get the trailer, I'll do the trailer video all in once, kind of show you what I've got planned for this deal. But what it is just a simple linear arm, right? 12 volt, and it's got about a remote control to put on that, and you just the way I'm going to mount it is, it's going to be the panel will be all the way down here, and then facing that way, and then as a full stroke, it'll be facing the other way, and then halfway it'll be flat, and that way, just if the sun's pointing over there, just turn it down a little bit, and probably get twice as much wattage out of the 100 watt panel. And then, like I said, I bought an extra battery. So I've got two 21 amp hours, should give me, without pedaling a lick, it should give me 100 miles. And then I've got my 600 watt deal here to do. And then when I stop, I just take the batteries out and charge them up in the hotel when I'm sleeping, get up in the morning, slide them in, and off I go. Might be kind of fun. I don't know. It might be hotter than hell, which I'm sure it will be, depending on what time of the year that I go. Could be wet, So the good thing is the trailer, the panel I've got is almost just a little bit bigger. It's almost exactly as wide as the trailer, and it's only about 10, 12 inches longer than the trailer. So it covers it, but it'll be open. So I'm going to have to make, what I'm going to do, instead of putting the stuff in the trailer, I'm going to put a tote in there with a top on it. So everything that I have in the trailer will be in a container with a sealed watertight lid. And because I'm not charging the battery on the bike, I'm not charging any of that. I'm not making it or at least not yet anyway. I'm not making it a full-blown deal like I did the kayak. All the panel's doing is mine comes with I forget the name of them, the connectors that go right into the panels, the one that come on the panels and goes to the little whatever size plug that goes into this steel, and you plug it in and charge it, and it can't be over 100 watts and so many amps and something else. So hopefully I won't have any problem. I've got the panel and I've got this. Maybe if I get it out to the garage, I can lay it out in the sun and actually try it and make sure that it charges. So what I'm saying is I've probably got at least that 600 watt. This 600 watts should charge one of those batteries halfway. So if I wanted to, what I would do probably is I would run one of those batteries half down, pull it out, take the fresh one out of the trailer, slide it in, take that one, hook it up to the 600 watt deal to charge it, and then let the solar charge that. So 2 or 3 hours down the road, how much? I don't even know if I can go an hour. I don't know, but I should be able to get what I'm saying, at least 150. If I put it on, I want to try to get a little bit of exercise out of this. So if I put it on pedal assist 3, hell, I could probably go double that, or at least without that one, just with the 2 batteries, 150 miles. So we'll see. Um, Twist lock, quick connect. what was I? What was I saying? What did I ask about? My mind's gone. I need the blue stuff. And hopefully I'll get that Saturday. I hate to give up the $100, but they've probably still got it there. And I'm sure that even if I don't have the paperwork, if I have my wife there talking to them and I show them my passport, I would imagine, and I pay the 800 baht, which who's going to come in and pay 800 baht on a box that they don't know what's in it? Um, so I'm sure they'll give it to me. We'll have to see. Yeah, because it was $100 for 2 bottles and the shipping, and then they dinged me the way that they shipped it. Obviously, they put on there, how much it was, and they want 800 baht tax or whatever on it. But I don't know. It should be fun. It'll be a fun little project, and like I said, I can get out every day and just on that 3 and go up to the reservoir and go around the reservoir, find little places to eat because that have maybe a barbecued, or a barbecued chicken, not deep fried. Have a little bit of chicken, maybe a salad, and go out every day for breakfast or lunch or whatever, and get a little bit of exercise in before I just lose all the muscle tone because I'm not doing shit. And as Tommy would say, I got to get my ass back in the gym. But and that's on the list too. My wife didn't want me to go out anywhere again. Sim was playing badminton 3 nights a week, and then or more, and then 2 nights a week she was going to school. And since this happened, I said probably not a good idea to be out riding around on the scooter after dark. So she's been staying home. Yeah, boy, the one guy that had blistine or something like that, the one that had smothered it all over uh, the internet. He has a big deal on there on Facebook now. I just want to let you know that 95% of all that crap that's coming out of Thailand, I had it checked and I called them and they can put the American flag on anything they want to, but it's still crap. It ain't the real. But I mean, he was going ape shit. So he must have had quite a bit of money tied up in his stuff. But he was offering 8 bottles for $100 or something, and he said it's almost gone. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to get it made. That guy's going all off. I don't know. Like I said, what he's saying is if you take a certain amount and your pee doesn't stay neon green for 24 hours, if it only stays neon green for 2 or 3 hours, it's not the good stuff. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it's probably a good idea. I probably should be. Oh, so let's see. Let's see. What time is it? 8:30. Let's go back and pull up the house and our garage and see if there's anybody out there. Oh, I see a scooter there. Somebody's here. Well, he's here, so he's probably going to get started. I didn't look and see. It would probably drop the steel off at the front of the property. This one. It's still concrete. I can't tell. That looks like the old steel. If it is, maybe they put plastic over it. Imagine that. Must have been my mother-in-law. Couldn't have been them. But it doesn't look like they've delivered it yet. But it does look like they're here. So that's a good sign. Let's check on the koi. Oh, what was that? Somebody going? Oh, that's just lucky. See how they're doing. They're just happy as hell to be alive. and eating. Uh, they are happy fish, and they are healthy as hell right now. I do need to clean the filters. I've been putting that off for 2 weeks now because of all the crap and other stuff that I've been doing. So I got to get my ass on that and clean all the filters come Saturday. I'll have I'll ask Sim to help me. She's good on that. There's another bike, and that's Toon. He's walking kind of straight. He could be sober. It is only 8:30. No, he's got glasses on. He might be a little on the hammered side. And there's somebody, a worker. He's taking a seat. I think that's his wife, our cousins. I think that's her son from a different marriage, which is quite common here in Thailand. So anyway, so that's the basic gist. It's been 36 minutes. I'm gonna probably go. I'll go an hour, but just because I like to talk to you, um, it's better than nothing. Yeah, and I could get in the pool too. I used to do a lot of crap in the pool, resistance wise, and I probably should. Yeah, I gotta get into something, man. I mean, I can feel. I mean, it's getting to nothing, you know. And I saw a friend of mine, I think it might be his ex-wife, but they had a kid together and it was his birthday, and he got on there, and man, he used to have 21-inch arms, and he's my age, and I saw him there, and he was creaking, walking, you know, and and moving like I do. So it's good to know, not good to know, that some people that I know are ailing too. But his arms were, you know, and that's just from, you know, I mean, I'm really surprised actually that he's not just still, you know, massive, because he was addicted, you know, his whole life to the gym. So maybe he goes, maybe at a certain point, you just don't get any kind of definition anymore, which I'm sure I probably won't get. Uh, yeah, yeah, exactly. And boy, I'll tell you what, man, moving around, and it's really bad too because I still feel I get out of breath, and that's probably because I'm 260 pounds or 55 pounds or whatever the hell I am. And I just need to build up some strength because I can walk from here over to the garage, man. And sometimes I'm okay, and sometimes I'm out of breath. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'd like to. I got to. That's the first place to start. So that's what I was thinking. This e-bike, because I didn't really think about it, using it as an exercise type thing until I got done talking to Chuck, and I'm going, man, I could just like take this thing around over by the reservoir every day and get in an hour of, you know, low resistance pedaling, you know, and get out and about, moving. So that's probably what I'm going to do. And I'll probably do some, you know, e-bike vlogs. I don't know, some motor vlog type things, electric motor vlogs, and you know, just to get out there and bullshit about whatever I want to bullshit about. But we'll see. Let's see. So yeah, so that's the basic gist. The only other thing is I got to get to. The guy came over, did some stuff to him. I'm not real happy about it. Maybe I shouldn't talk about it. The solar on the house, I'm still not happy with. He came over, said that he fixed and whatever. I spent 10,000 extra baht to get that load shedding stuff, and now I can't get in and look. It shows that the house is using 0 watts. I got one battery that's still showing zero. The other one, you know, it's not right. So instead of going crazy and shit, and I really like the guy, you know, obviously, he does good work, but something's wrong. So what I'm going to tell him this time is these Power Mister deals. I don't think it makes a difference. These PSI ones that he got that are 6,000 watts, they're over. They're over. They're not big enough. Okay. So what I'm going to say is if I buy two 10.2 Power Mister inverters, uh, will that solve most of my problem, which I'm almost positive it will. So I'm going to wait probably Saturday. My wife, I said, just get him over here. I'm not going to yell at him, tell him he doesn't have to, get frightened or anything. But, I just want to talk to him. Tell me what you did, because still ain't right to me, man. Oh, well, you're still saving money. That's what he told my wife. No, I don't give a shit. Don't tell me what I'm saving money. It's not enough. My bill's 7,000. 7,000 for there, and we went one time to Ubon, right? And because they're screwing me every chance they get, 4,000 baht. We were there for 2 days, 3 days. It's ridiculous. So, like I said, every month that I don't do Ubon, it's costing me, because I know that'll be zero. But I think what I'm going to do there too, and Kenny had his come out. If you guys haven't had a chance to watch his video, he did a great job on installing it. He didn't know nothing about solar, and he did a great job. And I got another video. I don't know if I didn't see it this morning, so I'm sure it'll be out in a few days or something. But I'm going to go, instead of the 6.2, I'm going to go with the 10.2, and still only put the under 6,000. I'm going to do like he did. I'm going to buy, only run 9 panels because it's too much voltage, and it's like 5,400 watts, 600 watts different than the price I overpaid. Or I didn't overpay, but that I paid for these panels to get 6,000. And then leave it at that. But see, it still's got the 10.2 output, so it can put out 10 kW where the other one can only put out 6, and that's going to make a big difference, and especially in Ubon. And I'm just going to do it. I don't want no load shedding shit. And if I've got to, I'll do it myself. I'll just have the cousin come, put the panels on the roof, clip them down. I'll do a lot of pointing, and then we'll get over and we'll do exactly what Kenny did, but with the 10.2 inverter. And I'm going to use the same box. They said, I think they make a different one, but the big breaker's the same for the batteries, are the same batteries. The only thing is the voltage coming in. I got to check the voltage, but I could change a couple of the breakers out if I wanted to. But I think they're still 63 amp breakers. So I'll run number 6 wire up there, so it'll carry 60 amps, and should be all right. I'm just going to go into the breaker panel. I'll shut off the 2 bathrooms. Leave 1 bathroom for the cousin, the caretaker, in his bathroom. I'll turn off 2 or 3 of the air conditioners, and I don't think I'll have a problem. I think it'll be fine. And then if I have to, the ones are like 11,000 baht for the 6.2. They're 18,000 baht, almost double for the 10.2. So to do this, and probably to pay him to do it, it's probably going to cost me 50,000 baht to change my house out to 2 10s instead of the 6s that are in there. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Have him put it back the way it is. And then in Ubon 1, and it's got a thing for 2 strings of panels on the 10. And I could add a Ubon if I wanted to. Let's say all of a sudden she's ready to retire. She wants to go live in Ubon. Let's go to Ubon. When we go to Ubon, I add, 10 more panels, double the battery, and off we go. So it's got a lot more options opened up with that 10.2. And I think it was 18 something with the, shipping and all. It's about almost doubles, 19. So if it costs me, almost 40 for that, he probably won't charge me 10, but probably 5,000 to switch him out. And depends on, he's gonna have to show me, because I don't know what he did there. He did way more than he needed to on this house. And then hopefully the 1 battery will work that still shows 0, and that'll be 20. I'll have 20 kW of power coming in out of those 10 kWs each. should be plenty. Like I said, if I've got to, turn off 2 of the air conditioners upstairs, I'll play with it and I'll make it work so it doesn't go out. I still didn't get a chance to go over and shut off the grid. I want to do that too. But I'm probably going to do that after we get the 10s. Because I think that's what the next step. The 10s he wanted me to put in here, not originally, but I think what he was telling me is you need to put in these ones. Well, he wanted to put in one, but with two MPPT controllers in it and 2 deals. But the thing was like, it was like 60,000 baht just for the controller, and I go, no, that ain't happening. So I want him to do this and that, and if he goes, well, I guess no, just do it. I'll be standing here right next to you. I'll order them. They'll come here, rip those freaking things out, and put in the 2 10.2s, and we'll go from there. So this one is operating the one this is awesome. The people stayed in there. They ran the air conditioner the whole time they were in there, and they were in the trailer running the air conditioner the whole time. Now, when he got out into the yard and everything was running, and he put the stick welder, started using that, it went into overload. So I'm going to probably have to do something with this one, or I'll just add another one mom and dad's have had, and be done with it. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Sitting. Yeah, that's why on the bike, I think it's going to be easier for me if I've got a little wind in my face and I'm not feeling like I can't breathe. I think it'll be easier for me to go out and pedal that e-bike for an hour than it will to walk for a half hour. So we'll see. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and see what happens. And like I said, I'll get some video. It'll be fun video to watch. Somebody might want to watch me pedal my fat ass around. But excuse me. But that's the basic gist. So hopefully he comes on Saturday. Hopefully I'll order 3 10 kW Power Mister inverters and the stuff that I need for those, for the one in Ubon. We'll go to the same place that I sent Kenny to get the same panels that he bought. I think they were 1,800 each. They're 580s or 600s. I can't remember. 600s, I think, but you can only put 9 in. Get the wire, get everything, the racking, all the shit from that same guy, load it into the truck and come. And what I'll do is I'll tell the electrician, you get in here and start tying that in, you point, I'll bring Tune with me, and you tell him what to do up here, get that done, and you just kind of run it, and maybe I can save a buck or two because it's costing me a lot. Like I said, I just put another 10 grand or 10,000 baht into this system here, and it still ain't what it's supposed to be. So we'll see. Yeah, for sure. Don't stop. Going to Laos at the weekend. I couldn't believe the exchange rate. Why, is that good or bad? Laos better. I know that the dollar's getting stronger. I didn't look this morning, but I noticed that gold has kind of been floating around. But where is it at? Ever since I moved or deleted a couple of apps, everything changed on my pages, and now I don't know where crap is anymore. My little gold program moved. Where are you? Somebody tell me what is, here, gold now. Gold 50.9. Yeah, 52.7. So it's one up since I was watching it yesterday, at least half. It went from like 0.2 to 0.7 now. So almost a half a point in a day. So I guess the dollar obviously is getting stronger. So that's cool because I got to bring in some money here shortly. The market was way up this afternoon, or this afternoon that time, right? It dropped down, huh? Or are you just talking about gold? Um, you're gonna be eating like a king. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Uh, gold, yeah. Usually when gold drops, the dollar's stronger. So, but yeah. So anyway, so what is that? What's the exchange rate better than Thailand in Laos, Paul? I don't know that much about any. Only the place that I live. I'm not a world traveler like you. Although I'd like to go to Laos. My wife wants to go to Laos. My mother-in-law, they want to go. In fact, they wanted to go to the last thing on the king's birthday that just passed. We were supposed to go to Tat Panom, and she wanted to go to the Lao market. So I guess Shushu's coming back. Mother's Day is coming up in August, in a couple of weeks or something, and I guess we're going to try to go just a 1 day overnight trip there. She wants to beat around, I guess, brush up on her Lao and buy some crap. I guess there's always something that somebody else has that you know they only have that she wants to buy to cook with food. But yeah, so e-bike. Hopefully, I'm hoping maybe another week. I'm guessing. I'm hoping the trailer might be here in like 2 or 3 days, um, and most everything for the e-bike and stuff like that. I have to try to do what I want to do with it. Is I have already. So yeah, and then whatever they're gonna do, let's check and see what they're doing over here. Are they moving around? They're kind of one sitting, which is always a good sign, right? Now, oh, there's there three of them. Two of them are sitting. It doesn't really matter because this is all the fence. He's got my tools though, which drives me. Told him if you screw up my tools and you put them back dirty, uh, I'll kill you. So he's got them out. I see them all. Anything that's yellow out there is all mine. If you can see it on this chair and over on the other side of him, and the guy just walked over there with my grinding wheel. So anyway, because I had some stuff they just don't take care of nothing, man. But that's just I don't know part of the beast, the animal here. But oh, there's four of them. One, two, three, four. Cool. So maybe they're planning. So hopefully they're planning on the steel being here. I'm imagining that they've got that grinder to make the. They're probably going to get the welder out here too. I don't know if they're done. You can see the fence down here. If you look all the way over to the right, um, there's that's the fence line going off of our property down behind the sugar cane here, over on the right hand side of the screen. So they're pretty much done, except they got to run that centerpiece. I can't remember if my wife told me that they were going to deliver the roofing panels. They're supposed to be 2 meters long, and then they're going to put in between 30 and 50 centimeters into the dirt to keep the dogs, from digging to try to get out. Um, Hopefully that'll be here today. But if they get the steel, it'll probably take them all day to put that up. So even if they don't get the roofing panels till tomorrow, and then once they get into a rhythm on that, I'm going to say probably Saturday because today's what, Thursday? Maybe by Monday, they should probably be done with that part of the fence. And we haven't talked about that was 15,000 baht for the labor on this part of the fence, and I've got the breakdown in my book, so I'll go over it all when we're done. But I think pretty reasonable on this. I think I'm going to be able to do the gate, the motorized deal for the gate, the front slide-in concrete, paint, and match our fence deal, and all that for under 100, which I would be happy for doing that much fencing for that price. So we'll see. Uh, I think that's a universalist. They don't pay for it. Yeah, worry about it. My son. I had to teach him that analogy. When he was, I gave him a Jeep Wrangler, okay, and it had a little those little square relays that plug in. One of them was screwed up or something. You had to unplug it and plug it back in, and then the thing would start up and run fine. Go wherever you wanted to do whatever you wanted to do. He would not drive that damn thing to school. He said it was embarrassing. I said I used to crank my Morris Minor up in the parking lot of my high school. I didn't give a shit what anybody thought, and everybody loved that, but he wouldn't do it. And so one day he said, "My friend Billy, his parents they bought him a brand new car." I said, "Is that the same kid that you called me up the other day, and I had to go out and he ran the frickin' thing out of oil and burn up that brand new car?" Yeah, that's true. I said, "Well, that's what happens when you don't have to earn what you've got. You don't give a shit." And he learned. He learned from somebody else's mistake. Said, "Good, you learned from that. You didn't learn from me doing it." So I think it's great. Um, but yeah, so I'm very proud of my son. My son is finding out what real life is all about with the kids and house payments and living the American dream. Um, but he's a great kid. Um, but yeah, so anyway, we're coming up on an hour. I probably should get over there, and I bought a 32-inch TV, a cheap one, because the little monitor that I had over there, and I was watching movies on it, and it was a piece of shit. So I bought just a flat. It was 2,400 baht. It was cheap. It was the same make as my 65 here, and a Weon something. Cheapest one on Lazada. And boy, it is cheap. I mean, it's all plastic but it works. Picture's great. Uh, I downloaded Netflix on it a couple of days ago, and I watched that new. I know that Jake was in here talking about that Happy Gilmore too, and I said, "Is that brand new? Is that it?" It was on Netflix, so I clicked on it. It was very entertaining. It was good. It was fun to watch. There was a couple other things on there, so I'm trying to download the stuff. For some reason, I can't get my what's it called? What's it called when you have to put that on there so I can watch movies here? What the hell? Surfshark, strong whatever VPN, and I can't get it to down. I can't even find it. I can't even find the Google store on there. It's got its own app deal. I should have known better. I should have just bought a Samsung and said screw it. But it's just cheap bastard in me. But yeah, VPN. Thank you. But it works, and now I've got it, so I can, I got that one computer that I had over here in there that I bought. That's 24-inch all in one deal, and I can screw around on that and watch a movie here and back and forth and work and move around. So while they're here too, they moved. If you looked when the garage door was open, the right side we completely cleaned out. We had two beds under the stairs. We put two beds with mattresses, hard mattresses on them, and then there was three of them, two or three of them that slept in the camper, and two or three of them, four of them that slept inside there. So I want to move the beds. We can keep them in there for a little while, but some of the stuff they moved over into my area, and I want that shit moved back over on the other side because that's where I'm going to work on the trailer and whatever else I'm going to put together. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? I think Nikki's still on her high from Greece. That's freaking awesome. Hope you're well, by the way. Everybody say hello. Uh, I'd rather live the time. Yeah, for sure. Um, it's just and people, even with the crap going on, what's going on now here, I still would come to Thailand. I mean, and I hate to tell, I don't want people to come. I like it when there's not that many people here. I'm just a bastard. But as long as you're not in Surin, Sisaket, Buriram, if you're turning around and in Pattaya, in Phuket, you won't even know anything's changed. I'm sure. I don't know. I haven't been there, but here you can tell, man. There ain't that many people. I went out to eat lunch yesterday at the Flunkies. What is it? What is it, Tommy? No, I went there by myself. I didn't even send an email to Bobby or to Andrew. I just went over there. I said, my mother-in-law has been making me rice and shit, and I just wanted something different, So, and lamu and krapao, and shit. But that isn't awesome. But I just needed a burger fix, and it was awesome. I get their single burger, an order of onion rings, and an order of French fries. I don't usually finish. I can't finish half of the French fries. I love the onion rings, and the hamburger's outstanding. And it's like 230 baht with a soda. So what is that? 3, 6, under $10. So I'm happy with that. So, and I'm glad that we have a place here. Thank God Tommy turned us on to to that place. They had Ozzy's funeral today. I would imagine Black Sabbath. The guy was a freaking icon, man. Um, he was unbelievable. I used to watch some of that show when it was on years ago. I really enjoyed watching him, his wife, and the kids. It was very entertaining. Ozzy was always entertaining, man. And he lived a good life. I mean, for the shit that he must have ingested in his body over the years, and I think he lived. I think he did well for the abuse that he probably gave himself. What did Nikki say? What did I miss? Uh, remove so many. Want my circle small? Only none. On Facebook. Yeah, like I said, and I said it. I said it earlier. The people that are out there, if you hear, if you with your own two eyes are at the border and see shit happening, and you want to, but otherwise keep your mouth shut. Just because your aunts, cousins, uncles, brothers, sisters, baby said that shit was going on, that doesn't mean that that's 100% true, and you should spread it all over Facebook or social media. People are doing that just to aggravate the situation. So if you're a YouTuber and you're doing that, you're an idiot. If you with your own two eyes and and 100% for sure, then hey, more power to you. But I wouldn't even do it if I knew that, unless I seen it with my own freaking eyes. Because there are people out there on both sides, like I said before, that just want to cause shit. So anyway, there's my 2 cents. Yeah, no, she's not. Not at all. Could you imagine staying with him for that many years? You'd have to be. It's like this one. She she was a lot stronger than me. Uh, but yeah, so there's my 2 cents on social media and the crap that's going on. Leave the comments to the Thai people and the Cambodian people. Let them talk bad about each other, whatever they want to do. As an expat or a parang or anybody, none of our business per se. We do live here, but it's not mine. I've got a Thai wife. Who am I going to side with? You don't need to be a rocket scientist. If you're from Cambodia, people know what you're going to do. I'm going to stand behind my wife regardless. Okay. So I don't need to be out there going, oh yeah, it's this and this and this. It's just stupidity. You're bringing shit upon yourself that you don't need. So anyway, yeah, exactly. Uh, but yeah, so that's my 2 cents on the social media and what's going on here. I haven't, like I said, uh, a couple of gunshots in the forest aren't gonna break anything off. I don't think, as far as I know and what I've heard. The ceasefire is still on. So until we hear different, I know my wife's happy. And like I said, she works for the government. So I would imagine if she's a little bit more relaxed, things have to be a little bit better. So we'll see. Puff, puff. It's still legal. I've been lurking. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Are you back at home, or are you in the at the other homestead? I think I heard that you were in the other homestead, but I was going to call you yesterday when I went or text you, and I said I do. I think I have the right what line now. So, but then I haven't talked to Andrew. Maybe I'll have to go. I'll go again. I could go for another burger. Yes, we're at home. We only went out for one day and one night. Cool. Yeah, and like I said, the people that are here, they're gone back to their house. The ones that are in the um, the other the other house, I think there's 9 of them. 2 of them went to Bangkok. They're still there. They're still waiting to be, I guess, waved on. I don't know. I don't know if they're what they're waiting for. They can stay there as long as they want. I got no problem with it. Tim came to mind. Yeah, he's playing golf. Yeah, I saw Chuck's video. That was that was too. I don't know if you guys didn't get a chance to watch the little segment he did on his friend from that had passed away 2019. His wife, I guess, asked Chuck to do a little celebration of life video type deal, and Chuck did an awesome job. Brought a tear to me eye, but you don't have that many. I would be pretty much tore up if anybody that's been on this channel that I've known just from YouTube for 4 or 5 years now. Because I consider most of you friends. So yeah, you ought to check it out. It's pretty. He didn't want to do it. He said it's the hardest video he had to do, but he did a good job. And it's Mamu, I think it is. That's her husband. And when Chuck first got there, they had a special little, I guess, bond together. Um, and yeah, we don't live forever, man. Although I'm pushing the envelope, I never thought that I'd hit. I'm gonna be am I 68? I can't remember. Am I 68? Somebody tell me. Born in 56. Somebody do the math. I think I'm 58. Am I 58 or 59? I don't know. Maybe I'll be 59 this year, I think. Or 69? What am I saying? I wish 59. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a character. He's what I like, I think the best about him is he's a no nonsense, no bullshit kind of guy. Likes has a great sense of humor. If you don't have a sense of humor, you definitely wouldn't get along with Chuck. You got to be able to roll with the punches, and but he's an outstanding individual. He's a good man. You're as old as you feel. That isn't very good right now. If if I start feeling better, although I do feel pretty good. Like I said, I just we'll see. I'll get on that e-bike. I'm going to try to start doing a little bit of moving around. I know I've got to, like I said, I don't have any muscles left. I mean they're pretty much gone. I'm surprised I can walk from point A to point B. So I got to do something. Then I'm 80. I, I don't know. What is it? 56, 66, 76, 86, 96, 2006, 2016, 2026. I'll be 70. Yes, I'm going to be 69 this year. Wow. Um, yeah, for sure. Right. I mean, he's just a good guy. Uh, I enjoy his company. That's for sure. He wants to do and I got to get with him again and see if he wants to still do it. He did like a podcast deal where he sat down with Mitch. He wants to do that same thing with me. we haven't got together. I think it'd be fun, be entertaining anyway. I'm sure. Yeah, I will get some and start doing, and I got to get back into into the pool. I thought you were 18. You're 19, Hickey. We got. I look at some of these kids, that were nothings, and all of a sudden they're what birthday are they having? Their 25th, their 30th, their what? Uh, I just it makes me feel older and older. The reason that I have Facebook and that I use Facebook, and I use Facebook. I like stuff. If I copy, I'll share something if I like the way it looks. Very rarely will I get on there. Sometimes during this one's birthday or the day she died, I'll type a little thing in there that obviously gets onto Facebook. And but for the most part, I can go on there every morning at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm up, relaxed, sitting right here, and in 10 or 15 minutes, my whole family in Australia, in the States, everything I know, everything about the little Bobby broke his leg, and little this one did this, and half these kids I've never even met, and they're already 10, 12, you know. So, but it's a very good way to keep in contact and not have to, you know, talk to somebody and call each one of them up. It works for me anyway. 27. uh, man, I can you imagine? Boy, I'd have the whole world by the if I give me make me 25. Give me one more shot. One more shot. I think I could. I think I could do it better. I got no regrets, man. Maybe one or two in shit that I did that I wish I hadn't, type thing. But um, it. I've had a full life, man. I could die tomorrow, and hey, thank you for the for the 68 years, man. They were awesome. But I want to hang around for a while because of my wife now. She wants me to hang out. Like I said, as long as she's not changing my diaper, as long as I don't get real sick, and I don't want to be a burden on anybody, and I'll hang out. And then, if and that doesn't mean, I mean, as long as I've got my capacities in between my ears, if I can't walk that well and half the time I got to be in a wheelchair, that's okay. I would probably put up with that. She just wants, she wants me to hang. God knows why. If I were her, I want you to die so I can get with a younger guy and go and enjoy my life. But she's just not that type of gal, I guess. Uh, uh, but yeah, I don't know, Nikki. God's gonna probably punish me by making me stay on this earth way longer than I want to be. Uh, but I don't know. Like I talked to my doctor, and I've got all this shit wrong with me, blood pressure and heart stuff, and all this kind of crap, diabetes and stuff like that. But he just says basically every time I ask him, you can live as long as you want. You want to do shit down this road, you're not going to live as long. You want to do stuff right, you can live as long as you want. So he he does treat me. He's a good man. He does get me right. Lovely. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, I know it. But I do. I consider myself a very decent person now. I am enjoying my life. I'm enjoying doing YouTube and making friends through YouTube. I'm having a good time. When I get on here and I get to ramble and stuff, I get to speak in English for one one deal, and um, I like doing that. So, like I said, I missed that I didn't come on yesterday. I'll probably still come on Saturday or Sunday. I've been back and forth, Wednesday or Thursday, Saturday or Sunday. And I guess once the sports and everything start cranking up and stuff, uh, it's going to change what's going on the weekend. So, but I'll do. I'll see it. It's roll when I get there. Yeah, I'm ready, brother. I want to go and I want to go around and look. It's up. Thanks, Nikki. You're the best, man. But yeah, I've got a lot of things I want to do. I mean, so I still want to build that trailer. I still want to go out and do some stuff camping wise. My wife doesn't, like I said, she doesn't mind uh, if I'm going someplace, whether even if it's on two wheels, which she's never going to be able to stop. She might as well forget about. I've told her, don't even go there. You're not going to win. But it. I've got, I understand, she doesn't want me out in the middle of nowhere by myself on a bike. And I understand that. But, I'm a stubborn bastard and I don't think I'm, indestructible anymore. So I know I can get hurt, but just to have somebody to ride with if when Aaron comes back around and going over there, he's nice and close. Andrew now is starting to looks like he's getting into riding, camping and stuff like that. You know, I, I want to do that. So even that, I burnt the shit out of myself by myself. What I had to do, I had to call my wife. Luckily, it was only an hour and a half or away, so I just got to be a little bit smarter in my head and, not take so many chances on stuff. But I want to that's why I want to get the e-bike on the trailer, get it set to where I feel comfortable pulling it as fast as I want and get that tongue weight right, get everything set up right, and start doing that. I got the e-bike. I could do a little bit of traveling on that. I thought that would be kind of cool, and just bike rides everywhere. Like I said, uh, I do enjoy the shadow and stuff like that, but boy, as far as comfort and everything else, if it has the horsepower to pull a trailer that I want to build, I'll be on the Forza. If it doesn't, maybe I'll try the ADV, the 750. Or did they make a Forza? They were supposed to make a Forza 750. Did they? I don't even know. But if I can, like, if the 350 is borderline being able to pull whatever I build, and I'm going to build the thing out of, I've decided, um, styrofoam and a little bit of wood to support where the air conditioner is going to go. And I'm not. I think I'm going to get away from the tent deal. I'm going to build a little small teardrop style, but not with the back like this. I'm going to build a straight backed uh, trailer, and the back will have a door that pulls up that does your little galley outside, and inside will be air conditioned TV, that kind of stuff. And it would be cool. I would love to be able to do it. So if I'm borderline, I might get a little bit more powerful uh, twist and go and do it. I do. I enjoy riding that freaking Forza. I'm like in heaven on there. It was like riding my Dyna. The Harleys and when they got into their fully rubberized stuff were pretty enjoyable to ride. I mean, you got to remember I come from, knucklehead, flatheads, panheads, just rigid frames, vibrating son of a bitches, you know, uh, all the way up through the years. Probably the best bike that I put the most miles on was my FXRs. Those I put a lot of miles on. But um, hey, Ron, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. Uh, but so I got that to coming. I'm hoping that Aaron comes back because I know Aaron will take some runs with me. Um, I wouldn't even mind getting a bunch of people together that like we did that one time. I know Maui will go. I don't know if Joe would go or not. I don't think Chuck wants to ride anymore. He got his fill, I think. But I know there's got to be 5 or 6 people that would take a little 5, 6, 7 day jaunt like we did before. I know T would, teacher. I know he would, and he's over by all the way past Joe down there. Great guy. I really like him. I enjoyed. I enjoyed. I like. I would like to spend more time actually, and I just haven't. We haven't got together. But kidney massages. Yeah. I actually had a kidney belt at one time. I was embarrassed to wear it because I figured that people would look at me and say that I'm not man enough to sit on that rigid and ride it for 10 million miles. So I was always, worried about the wrong shit. Now I worry about the right shit. I think. Yeah, I think it'd be fun, man. I'm really rooting for you, man. I hope, brother. I hope you. I hope things come through. Some moron, not a moron, but somebody that has half a brain looks at what you're offering and gives you a fair price for your business, and you get to move here. Um, I hope so. Sooner the better. No, I don't know what happened with mine, man. And I had the old style. I wish I would have never got rid of my jackets. I had some awesome freaking old style, original leather stuff that was awesome. That and the old. I don't know if you guys remember my heavy duty jacket to go through on top of everything was the Air Force flight jackets, the ones that zipped up and they had the hood that zipped in the middle and they had the big um, fur that came around the front of you. I don't know if you guys remember that. When it folded down, you could zip it down and it would actually flop over onto each shoulder. Um, I didn't see too many people riding bikes. I was the only one, I think, out there that wore that jacket for warmth. It was a great jacket. The flood, but it was an awesome jacket. Nikki's finally going to bed. All right, you take it easy. Sweet dreams about your vacation. I still Greece is one place I want to go. All right, and it's been an hour and 22 minutes. Ah, let's see what these guys are doing. I got to get out there and do it. All right, everybody. I'm not going to do a. I don't think I'm going to do an outro thing. I'm just going to stop the stream. But anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks everybody for coming in. I really appreciate it. Um, Probably Saturday or Sunday. You know what I'll try to do, because tomorrow's already Friday, right? It's probably going to be Sunday. I'm going to stay with Sunday and Thursday, I think. Anybody thinks that's screwed up, let me know. And send me something or let me know what would be better. But I'll be on Sunday. Hopefully by then I'll have maybe a video out on the fence. Maybe I'll even get lucky and get the trailer sooner than I thought and do some work on that. So all right, everybody, you have a great morning. Let's see, I have to get over here. And it's just gonna go black, I guess. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I'll catch you on the next one.